Last night at Dodger Stadium, the Los Angeles Dodgers put on a statement performance, shutting out their division rival, the San Diego Padres, in a commanding 6-0 victory. This was more than just another win. It was the kind of game that defined momentum in the tight National League West race, as the Dodgers combined early offense, power hitting, flawless pitching, and airtight defense to dismantle their rivals. Early momentum. Dodgers strike first. The game's story was written almost immediately. In the first inning, the Dodgers wasted no time putting pressure on Padres starter Dylan Cease. With a mix of patience and sharp hitting, LA loaded the bases. Teoscar Hernández, who has become a model of consistency this season, brought in the game's first run with a sacrifice fly. That set the tone. Patient at-bats, putting the ball in play, and forcing San Diego onto its heels. Moments later, Conforto stepped up and delivered a clutch two-run single, pushing the Dodgers out to a 3-0 lead before the Padres could even settle in. The Dodger Stadium crowd was roaring, and San Diego was already playing from behind. Padres' mistakes add fuel. In the second inning, things unraveled even further for San Diego. Padres rookie Jackson Merrill, normally known for his athleticism in center field, misplayed a key ball. That error proved costly. Two more Dodgers runs came across the plate. Both Shohei Ohtani and Will Smith scored, and Freddie Freeman reached base on the error. Suddenly, it was 5-0 Dodgers. The Padres, who pride themselves on sharp defense, looked rattled. And against a team as deep as LA, giving away outs and runs is a death sentence. Teoscar Hernández adds the exclamation point. By the fifth inning, the Dodgers already had control, but Teoscar Hernández wasn't finished. He launched a 411-foot solo home run to straightaway center, his 20th of the season. That blast pushed the lead to 6-0, which turned out to be the final score. For Hernández, this milestone homer underscored his steady power production. He's not the flashiest name in a lineup that features Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman. But time and time again, he delivers exactly what LA needs. Blake Snell, vintage against his former team. If the Dodgers' offense took control early, the pitching sealed the deal. Blake Snell, facing his former team for the first time since signing with LA, turned in a gem. Snell went 6 shutout innings, scattering just 5 hits, walking only 2, and striking out 3. He wasn't just effective, he was efficient, working quickly and keeping San Diego hitters off balance all night. And here's the narrative wrinkle. Snell won a Cy Young Award in 2023 as a Padre. To come back 2 years later in Dodger blue, against his old team, and dominate them on a night this important? That's the kind of storyline baseball fans love. Dylan Cease, a tough night. On the flip side, Padres starter Dylan Cease couldn't find his rhythm. He lasted only 3.1 innings, giving up 5 runs, 3 earned, walking 6 batters, and struggling with command. The Dodgers' patience at the plate was his undoing, as LA forced him into deep counts, fouled off tough pitches, and capitalized on mistakes. It was another reminder of how relentless the Dodgers lineup is. One mistake can snowball into a crooked number in just minutes. Defensive brilliance, Will Smith's night. While the bats and arms get the spotlight, the Dodgers' defense quietly stole the show. And it all centered around catcher Will Smith. Smith caught not 1, not 2, but 3 Padres attempting to steal second base. That defensive effort was crushing for San Diego. Every time they looked ready to rally, Smith cut them down with laser throws. Those outs kept Blake Snell in control and preserved LA's shutout. In many ways, Will Smith's arm was just as important as Hernández's home run or Snell's 6 innings. Unsung heroes and milestones. Conforto, his 2-run single in the first was the hit that broke the game open and set the Padres chasing. Teoscar Hernández reached the 20-home run plateau, a milestone that cements his role as a consistent slugger in the middle of this lineup. Blake Snell earned his first win against the Padres since leaving the team, continuing what has been a steady, strong campaign. Will Smith, 3 caught stealings, a defensive masterpiece rarely seen in today's game. On the flip side, Jackson Merrill's error will be remembered as the moment San Diego completely lost control. The bigger picture. This wasn't just any game. This was Dodgers versus Padres, two teams battling for supremacy in the NL West, two franchises loaded with star power and pride. The Dodgers' win not only pushed them ahead in the standings, it also sent a message. They can win with power, with patience, with pitching, and with defense. The Padres, meanwhile, were left searching for answers. They had chances early. They had runners on base. Yankees versus Cardinals. August 17th, 2025 final score. Yankees 12, Cardinals 8. Baseball fans at Busch Stadium witnessed a game that had everything. Home runs, milestones, role players stepping into the spotlight, and momentum swings that made it feel more like October than August. When it was over, the New York Yankees outslugged the St. Louis Cardinals, winning 12-8, in a contest that showcased both the firepower of their stars and the resilience of their lineup. Early action, Yankees jump ahead, Cardinals answer back. The Yankees wasted no time in striking first. In the top of the first inning, New York put 2 quick runs on the board, setting the tone that their offense had come ready to play. But in the bottom of the second, the Cardinals flipped the script. With 2 men aboard, Masson Wynn crushed a 3-run home run into the left field seats, sending the St. Louis crowd into a frenzy. Just like that, the Cardinals surged ahead 5-2 after stringing together some hits and capitalizing on Max Fried's shaky command. The Yankees, though, didn't blink. In the third inning, their captain, Aaron Judge, stepped to the plate. Judge, known for answering in big moments, hammered a solo home run, his 39th of the season. That swing not only closed the gap to 5-3, but it also marked a milestone. Judge has now homered against every team in Major League Baseball. Ben Rice takes over, a career night. While Judge's homer grabbed headlines, the true star of the night was Ben Rice. In the fourth inning, Rice delivered the first of his 2 knockout blows, a towering 3-run home run that gave the Yankees back the lead at 6-5. Then in the 6th inning, Rice came through again. With the bases loaded, he ripped a double into the gap, clearing the bases and driving in 3 more runs. By the end of the night, Rice had 7 RBIs, matching his career high and cementing himself as the engine of New York's offense. Rice's performance was the difference maker. Every time the Cardinals made a push, Rice was there to slam the door with his bat. Momentum swings keep fans on edge. This wasn't a game that allowed anyone to sit back comfortably. After Rice's double stretched New York's lead to 9-5, the Cardinals roared back in the 6th inning. Nolan Gorman crushed a 2-run homer, tightening things up to 9-7. Suddenly, St. Louis had life again, and Busch Stadium was rocking. But the Yankees refused to let up. They answered in the late innings with more timely hits, including a home run from Ryan McMahon, his first as a Yankee since joining the team, and steady contributions from role players like Jose Caballero, who scored 3 runs thanks to his relentless ability to get on base. By the 9th, the Yankees had pushed their total to 12 runs, while the Cardinals managed to scratch 1 more across, settling at 12-8. Pitching matchups, milestones, and struggles. This game will be remembered for offense, but the pitching storylines were just as intriguing. For New York, Max Fried battled but wasn't at his best. He went just over 5 innings, allowing 7 runs on 8 hits. Still, Fried reached an important career milestone, his 1,000th strikeout. It wasn't the prettiest outing, but milestones like that remind fans of the consistency and longevity he's built over his career. On the other side, Sonny Gray took the mound for St. Louis. Like Fried, he had his struggles, giving up 6 runs across 5 innings. The long ball hurt him, with both Rice and Judge connecting for homers. The bullpens then had to decide the game. For the Yankees, it was David Bednar who got the call in the 9th. He slammed the door shut, recording the final out and earning his 20th save of the season, his 3rd since joining New York. Star contributions, Yankees shine bright. The Yankees' offense was deep and relentless. Ben Rice, 3 hits, 7 RBIs, and 2 game-changing extra base hits. Aaron Judge, 2 hits, a home run, a double, and 2 walks. A complete night at the plate, plus his milestone homer. Trent Grisham, a surprise spark, tallying 4 hits and 4 runs scored. Ryan McMahon, a solo homer, his first as a Yankee, adding insurance late. Jose Caballero, reached base and scored 3 times, turning the lineup over and keeping rallies alive. For the Cardinals, Mason Wynn, his 3-run homer was an early dagger and kept St. Louis in the fight. Nolan Gorman, 2-run homer, a key part of their 6th-inning rally. Alec Burleson and Ivan Herrera both reached base and delivered hits in key spots, showing the depth of the Cardinals' young lineup. Unsung heroes, the small things that mattered. Sometimes it's not just the stars who make the difference. For the Yankees, Trent Grisham's 4-hit game was invaluable. He's not often in the spotlight, but he was a spark plug from start to finish. Jose Caballero's 3-run scores showed how critical role players can be in big offensive nights. For St. Louis, Alec Burleson extended last